to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective. So we are here for another episode of Ready to Love. My bad, you guys. I missed the last episode. Tyrone had gotten voted off. Had some thoughts about that. I'll talk a little bit about it. I am going to try to keep this video no longer than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna whiz by. I'm gonna try to whiz by. So let's start off with talking about Cornelius and Courtney. So I have several feelings about them and I will just start now. So Courtney, number one, is she approaches Cornelius with a very aggressive perspective. And I said this in my previous video. She talks like she's a guy. For some reason, she feels like her approach should be as if a guy would approach a woman, or a guy that, you know, she just has this like, I'm one of the guys approach and I'm going to pursue you as one of the guys, and it's almost inauthentic. It looks like, well, where did you get this from? And that may be the way she approaches people, but that's just, it just doesn't look good. It looks very cringy. And so she was on Cornelius, which, by the way, Cornelius, I see your game and I'm not here for it. He said something about, you know, I'm trying to, you know, practice celibacy, but if things happen, you know. What? The purpose of being celibate is that you're intentional about being celibate. Why would you allow something to slip up? I don't understand that. That just lets me know that you're not as serious about celibacy as you claim. And that was just, it was just cringy. Their date was cringy. The way she was approaching him, he looked awkward. He looked uncomfortable. She looked like she was trying too hard. Like someone told her that this is how you handle men, and it's just not the ticket. It's just not the ticket. It's not the way. It is not the way. And I didn't like it. It was very cringy. It was just, girl, no, it's not the way. Kamil and Naeem. I'm trying to go through this quickly as possible. I promise. You see how I'm trying to move through. And ultimately, just going back to Cornelius and Courtney, if I can get their names right. Courtney is essentially is the one that got eliminated. I'm surprised Kamil hasn't gone. Maybe we'll have to wait another 2 weeks for her to go, but it is time. But Courtney ended up eventually being eliminated off the show. I don't necessarily say I would agree with that, but I mean, she really didn't have a whole lot of connections with anyone else except for Cornelius, and the fact that she said that she didn't get a chance to pursue who she wanted to. But I'm surprised. Who is that? Who would that person be? Because I didn't see it. So Kamil and Naeem, again, I'm gonna try to go as quickly as I can, but y'all know how I feel about Kamil. She worked my nerves. Every time I see her, her spirit irks me. My soul literally is vexed when I see her on screen. I'm literally like trying to keep my lips from curling and pursing up. Like, that is how much I'm disgusted by Kamil. She is rude, crude, and socially unacceptable. Do you hear me? Like, the things that she says and the way she treats people is just elitist, and just, and the crazy thing about it is, I remember she approached Cornelius, asked him about his credit and debt and all this other stuff. Are you debt free? And he was like, yeah, we debt free in here. She was like, oh no, I'm not debt free. Well, how are you trying to qualify somebody on whether or not they should be debt free when you're not debt free? Anyway, she annoys me. I'm waiting for her. I am waiting for her to be eliminated. I am. If that's not how you are in real life, Ready to Love did you a huge disservice, because your presence on TV disgusts me. It really does. And I never thought I would say that about a black woman, because I love black women, because I'm a black woman and I ride for us. But girl, your presence disgusts me. I literally curl and purse my lips when I see her on TV. Naeem, solid guy, a solid dude. I really like that he's able to read people. I like how he navigates people. I like that. I think he's pretty solid. I don't think he's about any games. I don't think he's here to, like, you know, boost his career. He may be. If he is, he's definitely, you know, pulled the wool over my eyes. But I do think Naeem is a really great, or is a solid person for the most part. I do think that I really liked how Naeem handled Kamil. She was asking him about how much money he makes. On the first date? What? She was telling him how her son should be addressing him. We don't even know if we like, she was just, there was nothing funny about her. Like, I could see that she was trying to make jokes, but the shit, it just wasn't funny. It was just not. It wasn't funny. It was just cringy. It was just horrible. But Naeem handled it very well, and I'm glad that he did that. Aisha and Phil. While I absolutely cannot stand Aisha's blonde wig because it looks so dry and it just I don't like it, I absolutely love Aisha. I think she's an MVP. I think that she has done her work. As I watch the show, I'm also in therapy as well. I have a really good therapist, finally got a really good therapist, and she is getting to the root of some issues, okay? She be getting me together. So I highly encourage anyone and everyone to go to therapy. It's a lifelong journey, and, you know, I encourage you to go do it. Anyway, I can tell that Aisha has been doing her work. I can tell that she's gone to therapy and she's addressed a lot of the demons that she's dealt with, a lot of the things that, you know, that she may have, you know, encountered. And I appreciate her for her vulnerability, for her honesty, and I just appreciate her wisdom and just her ability to be able to express herself and know what she wants and be able to communicate that. I really think that is such an important tool and an important ability to have, especially in the dating world. So kudos to her for sure. In that scene, she went out on a date with Phil. So it was Aisha and Phil. A lot of people are like, oh my God, Phil handled her so well. You know, he's just so sweet and all these other things. Unpopular opinion, I wasn't impressed by Phil at all. I think if you have half of a heart, if you have half of a human heart, your natural reaction should be to console someone who is crying. And if that person isn't consoling you, then maybe that's a red flag already. To me, I feel like if I'm talking to you about something that's hurtful and we're friends, the first thing I would do is try to console you. That would be the first thing I would do. Then again, I have a little bit higher emotional intelligence than others, but I am side-eyeing people who sit there and just watch you cry. Like, that's not. Try to attempt to console someone, even if you don't really know what to say, but at least try to console, even if it's a pat on the back or something. Like, dogs even know how to do that. Like, I remember one of my really good friends had a dog, and I was talking to her one day. I went to her house. I burst out into tears. Her dog came and, like, laid the dog's head on my lap. Like, dogs know how to console people. I'm not impressed. I'm just not. I don't, that's not something he didn't, I'm not blown away. I'm just not. Not saying that he's not a good guy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the way that people, from what I've been seeing, they've been kind of hyping him up and making it seem like he is just emotionally intelligent. He's a keeper, all those things. Like, I don't see it. It would be an initial reaction. To me, it would be like an automatic response to console someone when they're crying. You're on a date, the girl starts crying. If you sit there and watch her cry or get uncomfortable with it, like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, I don't get that. There's some serious emotional issues that you have, and maybe that's what people are used to. Maybe people are used to people with some serious emotional issues. So I don't know. But I wasn't impressed. I don't care. Again, dogs can console you. You start crying and a dog will literally try to console you. Okay. So, Zadia and Walter. Again, I'm trying to go as quickly as I can, but I have so much to say. But I didn't want to. Last video was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I was like, I may not do that shit no more. Anyway, Zadia and Walter. Again, Walter is always talking about these traumatic things. He might be a nice guy. He might be nice, but I don't know. I don't know. All the dates that I've ever seen him go on have been like cheap ass dates. That date, Zadia, that was not a date. She was already getting her feet done. It seemed like he just came in and dropped by. Hey, you're at the nail salon. Oh, I'm gonna drop by. Which, by the way, I made an appointment for the nail bar. I've been wanting to nail bed bar. So, anyway, that is a good friend of mine goes there. Anyway, so make an appointment. I'm gonna get my feet done there too. It's a black-owned business. But I just feel like he just said, hey, she said, hey, I'm down at the nail bar. You can come through. Okay, cool. I'll come. That's not a date. I don't feel like Walter is taking anyone out on a real date. The last thing he went out, not that I've seen from television. I haven't seen anything. I do remember when he went on a date with Mumin, who's absolutely gorgeous. We'll talk about her in a second. Went on a date with Mumin. They went to some botanical gardens. He didn't even pack a lunch. Okay. Anyway, so Zadia, like her, think she's beautiful. I still don't know who she is. I still haven't seen much of her. I don't know much about her at all. And this is like the 5th or 6th episode, and I still don't know much about her. I'm looking down at my notes to try to see so I can stay on task and not ramble. Sean and Sabrina. Sean and Sabrina. Who the hell? Oh, Sean and Sabrina. Sorry. Sean and Sabrina. Sean is the new guy. I'm not really fond of him. Oh, he seems all right. He seems okay. Yeah, he was brought on from the last episode, the episode when Tyrone got eliminated, I think. Sean seems okay. I do question his employment. I don't know if he's working. You know, I don't think he's working. He does not know if he wants to have kids again or not. He's leaning more towards wanting to have more kids, but he keeps going out on dates with women who do not want to have any more children, or, you know, maybe apprehensive about the idea of raising more kids in the age range that they're in. He went on a date with Sabrina. They really hit it off. He hit her with the, hey, I want to have more kids, potentially in the future. I'm unmarried. I haven't had any children. You know, would you be willing to have children? And she said, no, I'm not interested in having any more kids. And he said, I used to be a time waster. I don't want to waste your time. I do want to have kids in the future. Can we go out on another date? So essentially, you just admitted that that you used to waste people's time and you're about to do it again. Again, I don't think he's doing it intentionally, but anyway, we'll see how that turns out. I'm not really sure about him anymore. I thought he was okay, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't know what he wants. And it looks like he doesn't know what he wants either. Sabrina's cool. I like her. She's cool. Frank and Mumin. Frank is a fuck boy. He is with all of the fuckery. Do you hear me? I'm telling you this now. So he goes out on a date. It's Donta, 3 baby mama Donta. 3 baby mama. I'm going to call him 3 baby mama Donta and fuckboy Frank. Take out Sabrina and Mumin. Sabrina goes with Donta. Fuckboy Frank goes with Mumin. So Mumin is celibate. She's waiting for marriage to have sex, and fuckboy Frank said he was hypersexual, but he still wants to try to pursue her. That is some bullshit to me. I don't know if Mumin is gonna cut it off, but it would behoove her. It would behoove her to cut it off immediately. First of all, Frank is a fuckboy, period. And that's some fuckboy shit that he talking. Everyone knows that that she's celibate. She doesn't lead with it, but he knew it. He knew that information prior to talking to her. So why? Hey girl, I'm trying to see if I can knock down your walls. But sir, fuck boy fuckery, okay? Donta and Sabrina, they start talking, exchange words. Sabrina says she's been wanting to talk to him, gonna want to connect with him. Donta opens up and says that he has 3 kids with 3 different baby mamas. Sabrina's face was like, she handled it well. She didn't shut him down, but I can't imagine. And again, I'm really trying to keep this video down to 20 minutes. It's so hard because there's so much more I want to say. Next time I'm gonna run it, but I'm not gonna do it this time. Sabrina tried to keep it together. She really did. She was very cordial to him. She was very respectful, but I would have been jumping out of my skin. Boy, get away from me. I feel like if a woman was on Ready to Love and had 3 baby daddies, it would be the end of the show. Men would be like literally picketing in the streets. It would not happen. But women have to sit here and get this. I'm not saying that he can't find love. What I am saying is that this show is for eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. He is not an eligible one. Like nobody, and this sounds horrible, but if I'm a single woman with no children, why the hell would I want to complicate my life by bringing a man into my life that has 3 additional women, 3 additional households that his money has to contribute to? Not to mention the household that I would want him to contribute to. That is entirely too much going on. I'm not saying that he cannot find love. I'm not saying that he does not deserve to be in a relationship. What I am saying is that he is not eligible, okay? He is not on the top of the totem pole. He's not somebody that I would be picking, right? For all intents and purposes, he'd be more so on a clearance rack. Not saying that he's worthless, not saying, because I know that's probably what people gonna think, but he's not the first man that I would reach out to, just because of all of that. Having 3 baby mamas, having three women who birth your children shows a lack of responsibility, shows lack of discretion, shows lack of self-control. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. And that maybe not be the case, but that's what it looks like. I hate to judge you, brother, but if it were me, y'all wouldn't even think twice. Men wouldn't even think twice. So I'm not giving grace like that to no man. So I mean, he got 3 kids and three mothers. For what? There is no possible way that he could even be an effective father from 3 different households. Like, there's no way. No. Go on. No Sydney in this episode. Fan favorite. People love her. She's pretty, and I like her. She's bubbly. Tyrone. Oh, man, I really want to talk about him. I may make an additional video about Tyrone because I really like him, and I know. Let me take about that first, really. But I like him and I respect him. Let me say that. I respect him and I respect his journey and I respect his bravery. I respect it and I admire it. I don't necessarily know that I would be able to date someone like a Tyrone, but I respect him and his bravery. Shiloh, her name kept popping up, but I've never seen her on a date. And somebody said it. They shady as hell, but I was thinking it, so I'm gonna repeat it. Talking about 33, allegedly. Shiloh, I'm sorry, sis, but that is a hard 33, girl. You 33? Okay, girl. If you say so. And then I already talked about Donta, and Sabrina. 3 baby mama Sabrina. No God. No God. No God. We can't do it. I'm sorry. Who else? Oh my God, I'm about to make it to 20 minutes. It's 19 and 48 seconds. So I'm making it. Yes. Okay. Told you guys I was gonna do it in 20 minutes or less. These are my thoughts on Ready to Love. As always, my name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective. If you like my channel, you like my content, please subscribe, like my video, share it. Comment in the comment box. Let me know what you think about the show. Let me know if there's any other content that you'd like for me to consume and talk about. I do have some other things that I want to talk about on the channel. I just have such a busy schedule, especially on the weekends. So it's hard for me to really put things together, and I apologize for that, but I'm definitely going to do better. So anyway, before I take this video any longer than it needs to be, because I'm already at the 20-second mark, I'm at 27 and 30, 20 and 38, 39, 40 right now. So I'm going to respect y'all's time. Again, my name is Belle. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the Belle Perspective, and I'll see you next time. Bye.